Why am I so shiny? Because it's 100 degrees outside. That's why I'm shiny. I talk to myself in a little tiny box all day. Hey, everybody. Welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, welcome. My name is Angela. I am a full-time voiceover artist and audiobook narrator. And this channel is dedicated to those of you that are just getting started out in this wonderful world of voiceover. And I show you some of the techniques and the tricks and tips that I use every day in my own voiceover business. So what I wanted to talk about in today's video is I work with people. I mentor some people on the side. And another thing that I hear them say a lot is, I don't have a special voice. I don't have anything special to give or to offer. Why would anybody hire me? Well, you don't necessarily have to have a announcer type voice for voiceover. Those days have kind of gone the way of the dodo. Not everybody is looking for that game show announcer voice anymore. The trends have changed in the last, 5 or so years, maybe even a little bit more. And if you think about it, voiceover artists, we voice everything that is audible, right? Commercials, audiobooks, animation. You call up a company on the phone, you have a voice tree, for sales, press 1. Those are voiceover artists. E-learning courses, you go to Udemy, and if it's not the course creator narrating it, it's a voice actor narrating it. We are the voice of the world. We represent every age, every sex, every, nationality. We are the world. So we want something that, when we hear something, we want to hear something that is approachable, friendly, personable, authoritative, conversational, relatable. We don't want to hear some guy yelling at us, buy this, do that, come here, let's go. Those days have kind of come and gone. If you stop and you listen to commercials, and I know we're used to just fast forwarding through them or changing the channel when a commercial comes on, I encourage you to listen to them. Most voice actors do anymore. I find myself listening to everything that's audible. Every commercial that comes on, I actually listen to, and I study it, and I sometimes can pick out little bits of information. Oh, I like the way that they enunciated that, or I like where they broke that in the sentence. It's a great way to constantly learn and grow in your own voiceover business. Not just commercials, but audiobooks. I listen to audiobooks all the time, But once you're listening to these, you'll start to pick up what I mean. These people are just everyday people, just talking to you like they're talking to their best friend, and they're sharing with them something interesting, something that they really liked and they wanted to share it with you. That is pretty much how most everything sounds these days. So if you find yourself procrastinating, or if you find yourself sitting in front of your microphone, dreading the sound of your own voice, or saying to yourself that you don't want to record your script that you have. Let's just say that you've taken all of this time, right? You've watched every YouTube video. You've read every blog or article. You have researched all the best equipment. You've even purchased the equipment. You have your studio space set up. You have everything ready to go. But that fear of whether or not people are going to accept you, like you, hire you, all of those thoughts are just infiltrating your mind and are preventing you from hitting that record button or publishing that profile on voices.com or Voice123 or Fiverr or Upwork or ACX for that matter. I encourage you to punch that fear in the face and just do it. Just do it. Don't be afraid of how you do or don't sound. You don't have to sound any particular way. You are you. So be you. I don't have one of the most compelling voices. I don't think so. I've heard myself talk all my life. I think I'm just normal. Maybe I enunciate a little better than most because, that's just me and one of my peeves. I'm a book lover. I'm a lover of literature. And in my own head, I believe that, giving the written word its respect and due is necessary. But that is me. I think that is one of my main faults. And knowing that fault, I have to work a little bit harder with some scripts to just kind of let go and just narrate the script in, contemporary everyday speech, to not give so much attention to, some words that don't really need to be stressed or enunciated all that well. That is my own fault, but I embrace it. I accept it. I acknowledge it. I know it's there. But I don't think my voice is anything spectacular. Yet here I am. I was able to still build my voiceover business and go full-time. I've been full-time now for about a year and 4 months, 5 months almost. So almost a year and a half I've been full-time, and I've never been happier, And I have actually heard some really great voices. Some of the people that I work with have just amazing voices. But they either don't like the way that they sound or are afraid to move forward or don't think they have what it takes. But I think those go back to just the fear. What if people don't like me? What if they do like me? What do I do next? The best way to find out what happens next is just to do it. You don't want to spend all the time and, invest in all of the hardware just to sit there and stare at your computer screen or stare at your mic. Just do it. How do you know if you will actually love this type of work? If you don't try, if you don't just do it. Don't sit back and say, well, I don't have any experience and I don't know what I'm doing. And, the list goes on for excuses. Just do it. Just doing it was the best way for me to overcome that fear of what if they don't like me, or what if I do something wrong? You learn as you go. If you do something wrong, great. Now you know not what to do the next time. No one expects you to be born with all of the knowledge of every industry and aspect of every industry. You have to learn. You have to learn as you grow, as you do it. So I encourage you to just do it. Now, I can say that as an introvert, it's a little bit more difficult to get started. The fear is definitely real. I can tell you that as an introvert myself, sitting in your recording space by yourself is the easy part. Reaching out and talking to people while you're on the internet, it makes it a little bit easier to just text to people on the internet. But once you hit that record button, all bets are off. You know that someone's going to hear it, and so you freeze up. What if they don't like it? What if they hate it and they want me to redo the whole thing? What if they hate my voice? All of those things go through your head. Don't even think about what they're going to think. As long as you contact the client up front and you have all the information about the script that you need to read, the sort of tone that they're looking for, who is their audience? What is the purpose of this script, or this audiobook? Who are the characters? What is the plot? Those are the things that you need to know. Any pronunciation, if there's any difficult words, those things, if you have that information up front, then you have everything that you need to know to get started and just record the script. Most of the orders that I do, I offer a revision, right? So if your client wants you to change a specific, word or sentence, or, maybe pick it up at the end or something like that, they'll ask you to change it. But that doesn't mean that they don't like you. It doesn't mean that you'll never be hired again. It's just one job, it's just one client. So do your best and submit the order and then move on to the next. When it comes to marketing, that is even more difficult for an introvert because voiceover is appealing because you are by yourself, right? So you're sitting in a room or your recording space, just you, your computer, and your mic, and you just can narrate, right? But when it comes to marketing, you're going to have to show yourself at some point, whether it's through social media or, YouTube, whatever platform you choose to spend your time most on, chances are you're going to have to show your face, once in a while at least. Or if you have, if you're in a Zoom call with a client, you're going to have to show your face. But don't get too hung up on it. It's a lot easier for me as an introvert to sit in my room and talk to you guys through a camera, as an introvert, because I'm not sitting here in front of a group of people. It's just me in my room with my camera, my mic, and my computer. So it's not so scary. And that was pretty much all I wanted to say today, was to you introverts, or to those of you that are just wanting to start, but that fear to just hit that publish button or to hit that record button is just too much. I encourage you just to do it. You'll be glad you did. And just know that you're not the only one. There are a lot of you out there that are just getting started and are looking for information and encouragement. And that is what I wanted to do with this channel. So, and then also on a more personal level, I have on my website, VoiceOverAngela.com, I have a few courses available, and I also have what I call my Platinum membership. Everybody on my website, if you join my website, it's a free membership, but you have the option to join as a Platinum member. And with that Platinum membership, you've got a bunch of digital assets that I provide to you, including scripts and planners and budget sheets and stuff like that. And I'm working on a rate card too, which will be awesome when it's done. But I also offer weekly meetings. So we meet on Thursdays every week for about an hour, sometimes over an hour, and we just talk about our successes, our failures, our profiles, getting started, overcoming fear, that sort of thing. So if that is something that you would like to do, please check out my website at voiceoverangela.com. Go to the plans and pricing page and check out my Platinum membership level. Thank you so much for joining me today. If you found this video helpful, please hit the like and subscribe buttons. I really appreciate it. Thank you so much, and I will see you on the next one. Bye.